how to remain grounded, and remember when you catch yourself falling into a hole that you don't want to be in, aka the darkness. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are back, thank you again for joining me. If you are new to my channel, I'm Joanna Rose and I make fashion, lifestyle, and beauty videos. I wanted to do a new segment of so that you can live your best life. Embrace everything that life has to offer. Let's get inspired. Today, I wanted to give you some helpful tips on how to gain and build your resistance, the superpower of resilience, and the power that lies within it. How do people have that mindset of resilience? How do they get out from that rut, especially going through some tough setbacks or problems in life? Well, that is your superpower and how you can strengthen your mindset, get back in control again. But you may be asking, how do we get there? How do I remain resilient to myself every single day? You want to have a plan. The first thing I wanted to get into is changing your narrative, changing the way you see things. When things don't go the way we envision them, when things don't go the way we want them to, tend to play this record in reverse and think back to everything that could have been, everything that should have been. Then that comes to beating yourself up about it. Had we taken a different approach, you may think, oh my gosh, I'm such a failure.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. How am I gonna do it?
This could be very dangerous. Those things, then, if you continue to keep them in your heart and in your mind and in your spirits, you lose sight of the bigger picture. All those negative thoughts cloud our energy, cloud us and the vision that we are really longing for and why we started in the first place. At those times when you are facing those tough problems, those negative energies, those mistakes that you are constantly overplaying, that you can't do things, you will continue to beat yourself up over things that you no longer can change. Let me say that again. You are beating yourself up over things you no longer can change. You tend to close up and you tend to live on the safer side of things and the safer side of life because you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of heartbreak, you're afraid of those little failures that we have already built in our minds that if something doesn't go your way, it's automatically a failure. No. We need to change that mindset. We need to remember and catch ourselves from thinking these failures, they're not failures. In my opinion, and the way you should start seeing them is those mistakes are adversities, those mistakes are lessons, and see the brighter side of things. Think, what is this lesson? What is this setback teaching me? If we can continue to fix those little voices in our heads with positive things, that voice that normally is in your head and telling you things that you can't do or shouldn't do, or what will happen if you do this, or just over analyzing everything. The only thing that we can control is our minds. We cannot control the things around us, cannot control the things that people do or things that people think, but the things that we can control is our thoughts, how we deal with life. At the end of the day, we are all human and we make mistakes. Life is going to happen. Life will happen. The beautiful thing about life is when we come and face these adversities, these challenges, we can see them, we can understand them, and learn from them and move on. No questions, no doubts, no judgments. Just moving forward and continuing to grow and learn every single day. When you are going through your self journey, you're gonna need to go deep within yourself and find those root problems. Then brings me to my second point. When you are dealing with those root problems, you want to surround yourself with a good support system. Every person plays a huge part in your life. Sometimes we get caught up in the dark where life just feels like it's going down and you have no idea where to go, what to do. You just want to crawl up in a ball and just hide from life. just want to hide from life. You need that support, whether that's your closest friend or a family member, a mentor, a coach, your therapist. Honestly, asking for help or asking for advice is not a weakness. Let me say that again. Asking for help and or advice is not a weakness. It is a strength to be able and to know when to ask for help. Sometimes when you're staring at something too long, you tend to miss that specific thing that you need. Be open. Be open to hearing what others say and think. Sometimes we need that person to tell us the things that we already know or things that we probably don't even know yet, but are too blind to see it because we are in the dark. There are people out there that love and support you and want to support you. Vice versa. Not only being accountable for yourself, but also telling others to hold you accountable. If there's a specific thing that you need to get done, advice or feedback on something, ask it. They can help you see things from a different perspective, from a different light. The best ideas might come from a simple interaction. Some of the happiest and most successful people in life are happy and successful because they have all these support systems in their life to help them get through life. Supporting yourself just isn't enough. Having these bright, positive, lift your spirits up is the people that you need to surround yourself with. So tip number 3, it brings me to exposing yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone. This is a huge and hard one to overcome, but if you think about it, stepping out of your comfort zone helps you to build thicker skin. It helps alleviate those little feelings of doubt or fear. How to get out of your comfort zone? We need to do things out of our comfort zone. Things that you have been putting off for the last 6 months or more. Whether that might mean talking to people who are smarter than you, who have more education, who you aspire to be like. Go after those things. If your dream is to become a nurse, go and follow those dreams and take the first steps. Research what you have to do in order to get there. They are going to be hard, and trust me, they will, I know. The more you do them every single day and continuing to overcome those little fears of putting yourself out there, you are no longer going to see them. You will have that control that you want and need in order to get you through those harder and tougher setbacks that you will face in life. That will only bring you to bettering yourself and really challenging yourself as to what you can really achieve in life. We are all afraid of the unknown. And in order to embrace these words, in order to embrace, receive, and get to greater success, is take the first step. They tend to sit still and then they wonder why nothing is happening because nothing is getting done. So that's the reason why we need to do ourselves that favor of stepping out of our comfort zone. Every little thing that you do today, you are doing something for yourself, for your future self. In my point of view, how can you experience life? How can you see the better life? How can you really succeed in life if you are staying in your own field, in your own area? We can learn from these situations. How are you going to experience life for what it is? See yourself really grow to the best of your potential if you are staying in the safe zone. Do things, do different things, experience new things, try new things you never would have done if you hadn't gone out of your comfort zone. It's where everything special happens, where you learn and achieve greatness. Me to my last and final tip, which is embracing change. Embracing every part of this journey that you are about to get into. Everything in life is temporary. Our plants, our animals, life as we know it, everything we know will eventually come to an end. We are put on this earth and we have one life to live. You will, of course, keep and hold the lessons that are within these adversities or setbacks. At the moment, it may not seem small, but later on, when you look back at it, it's going to be such a small problem that you had to get over. you had to go through. You had to learn. Just know that it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be challenging, and it doesn't have to be the end of your world. We build these massive events to massive proportions. Of course, everything else around you is so small. It sounds so simple, and it probably sounds like something that you've heard a million times. But it's true. It's true, and it is what it is. We have that ability to accept and embrace all that change. This is a superpower. Of course, going to a situation with an optimistic mind, but you are aware that the situation can either go left or right. When you can perfect this, you become so powerful and so untouchable that you are just a machine, just working and loving and living life because you are in control. You have the steering wheel and you have the power to take control over your life.
And ain't nobody and ain't nothing gonna tell you otherwise.
It becomes your opportunity to flip that script, change how you talk to yourself, to change that little voice in your head, what it tells you, to change that mindset and move on. What you think, how you feel, what you're gonna do next. You're acknowledging that not everything will go right. You accept the things that you know may not work out as planned, but you understand the repercussions of not going forward with them if you do happen to listen to this negative voice that's inside of you, your ego. At times we feel it and we tend to act upon what we see and what we observed, or thinking about what could have been, what should have been, what we wish been, instead of asking yourself these little questions. What am I going to do next? What is this teaching me? You have the power to fix that. You have the power to create your own destiny and to create better for yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe and feel and love yourself. Because in order to truly love what you're doing, in order to truly understand yourself, let yourself grow. Let yourself go through these little, medium, or big adversities, challenges in life. You're setting yourself up for success. I hope that you learned something today or got a good takeaway from this video. If you do love these self-motivating, self-love, self-journey videos, please let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to know other topics that you would love to hear more about. Well, that's it for now. Have a great day. Enjoy life, and remember, you have the power to do anything. Take the steering wheel today and love yourself, for yourself, and go after your dreams. Till we meet again, see you soon.